earlier on. So Vitality coming into this with guys like Spinx firing on all cylinders, looking like a grave threat.
Yeah, and stepping away from the PC for a few hours as well. So got to get their heads back in this one for what will be a long day for Vitality and a proving ground for OG. If they were to take this series, that would be quite a statement to steal that final spot going into the playoffs here in Rio. Especially if you consider history, not just inside of this tournament with OG winning against Vitality. It's not the first time these two teams have played in Rio. Vitality defeated OG back in that challenger stage at the major as well in the 2-2 game, Harry, to eliminate OG and qualify themselves to Legends. So there's definitely some history in this game right now. OG with a different in-game leader and a bit of a different face and form have looked good here and in Copenhagen. Let's see if they can keep it up. It's a B-pop right now. Vitality with just dupreeh here from afar. He hits that headshot and gives it up. No kit, you'll note, on this very weak B defense, so that kill is very important.
Yeah, you need every little edge you can here. Oh, dupreeh finding his footing, getting off to a good start, 2 in the round, and tipping the scales very heavily in favor of Vitality. niko can't hold on to the apartments right now. Fiku and Neofrag trying to pressure the market man. Spinx will die after 1. Tries to do his part in the round, but they're on the bomb. They're sticking this. Neofrag, no chance to play back into that clutch, and so it's Vitality finding success to open up. Lovely couple of openers from dupreeh.
Yeah, he's having a great pistol round to begin. That's good, because this has been one of the more struggling players of Vitality in recent times. Obviously, we saw him depart for a bit during Pro League and come back for the playoffs, where Vitality underwhelmed, you could argue, but their form at the moment has been spectacular. Watching them beat G2, even at the RMR, and the way they did it, certainly not bad, and even eliminating phase today. So, on paper, this should be a game for Vitality to run away with. But I'm counting nothing out. Little T side, 4 spy for OG as they set smokes over the A site. What's Dexter doing? He's got a little one-way. He's going to jump through that over to the jungle side. Spinx with the kill on default. His teammate's gone though. He can get swung at any point from Palace, so he had to make a move. And Neofrag will deny these couple of rifles being put to work here on the OG side.
Yeah, Apex getting into position, back over towards spawn. Lights up that first man in, but it's Fiku with the trade. ZywOo and dupreeh gonna have to keep a leash on this round. OG have a bit of time here to try and get this bomb planted, but all this is to facilitate the wrap from dupreeh. ZywOo is intentionally not trying to make a move here, not trying to overstep and give up the 2v2. Instead, he's waiting for dupreeh to start to come in and make this contact happen. They're ready to pincer this. They're ready for a man on the wrap round. They're considering it at least. Fiku holding it from the back of the site. It's niko to take contact first. dupreeh's flank falls on deaf ears. Now ZywOo's got to do this alone. Up and over. Looking for a way in, but no idea where Fiku's gotten to. He's going to surprise him on the swing. And so the reply from OG is immediate. They force spy up in this round. And they get on the board in round number 2.
Yeah, the flank just takes so long there for ZywOo that OG realized, ZywOo covering, of course, they realize it, right? They realize there's no one facing us. Why would we be given this much room? There's got to be something sneaking in from behind for ZywOo to give us the sight in that situation. And so great realization to go for a safe plant from ramp. And niko and Fiku get it over the line. Vitality, by back in, they're forced to. They have no choice. But this is where OG can start running away on this T side. Magisk with a deagle though. Down in under, hits his head. It's a gun as well, he doesn't know it, but the pathway is clear. OG, their hand forced into this A hit.
Yeah, I think Magisk is going to be a very important piece of the puzzle here on Mirage. I feel like in a lot of the games where you see Vitality doing well, he is, on this map, he's a real staple of it. This one is very quickly getting out of hand as Magisk Deagle strikes down another. Oh, that was ZywOo to get that. Yeah. But he more than lives up to his side of the bargain in this round. 2 off of his scout, both clean headshots. And Apex is doing everything he can to keep the boys pumped up here.
Yeah. Shocking round to win. I mean, even more shocking than the second round force
buy. It's how they win it as well.
Yeah, they get more and more unlikely the deeper you get into force buy wars. And so OG will continue that fight. But man, Vitality hitting some bangers here off the Deegan Scout. ZywOo just looks so smooth with that gun. To think for the longest time, especially when Vitality were full French, and even for a while after.
Hang on a sec.
Dude, chill.
What's happening?
ZywOo didn't use the scout, Harry. ZywOo hated the scout, and it was always Apex buying up the scout in the second round. ZywOo would never do it. And then the last like year, I'd say, since Dust 2 got replaced, we've seen more and more scouting from ZywOo. And man, I just wonder why it took him so long to don this gun. But he's been 1-deeked again.
Yeah, first to fall in this round. Fiku here to play. It was his Deagle that drew first blood, and now OG want to try and deliver on this 5v4. Round gets very slow now, waiting to see if Vitality give them a reaction. When that doesn't happen, the onus falls to OG to start making moves, and they're going to take middle. AK here on Dexter, pistols creeping up Con. Bomb still back in the apartments, but Fiku will look to join them here on the rotate in through lower. They're going into the stack. 3 players for Vitality donned over towards this A site. And so this is going to be an uphill battle for OG. As they move in, they clear out Spinx. 2 Israeli players clashing there, and it's Flames to come out ahead, digging him out of the round. They didn't know about Apex, but how much can he really get away with here? Boxed in, and Flames upgraded onto an AK. OG, continue these force buy wars. If you're Vitality, you can't justify giving this one a go. And so Magis and dupreeh have to go save. That's assuming OG let them. niko towing the line right here. Over towards the murder hole, and Magis just slinks out of there.
Yeah, I mean, well, Vitality apparently now favored in the next round, if we go by everything we've seen. But OG hitting some banging deke shots in this game. Everyone's warmed up. Everyone's raring to go. Vitality off of a big win. OG off of a run. Taking down Fnatic dominantly as well. So everyone's had their piece of the pie today. But who will steal it off the windowsill? It remains to be seen. Vitality, because they can keep 2, they could in some sense eco this round, but I kind of want them to keep the force buys going. Yeah, that was a good check for Flames. And Apex going 1 for 1 because it's on the Danes in this round.
One of these guns in the right place though. Apex has been throwing an nade just to try and do some damage onto these players moving through the apartments. That's a second nade going out, and that's really whittled them down low. Now one man's made it in, but dupreeh had his eyes on so much more out of this round. Apex will get spotted and cleared. Flames coming to life early on. That bodes well for OG. He's had a somewhat shaky tournament, a couple of off games here and there, but him hitting the ground running is a good sign indeed. And Vitality, the save is called. They're just bowing out of this one now. So the force buy wars conceded, and it's OG winning them out. A little berth into the lead here to open up on Mirage.
Yeah, 2 in a row is massive after how this game starts. It basically puts a stop to the forces for Vitality and forces some respect out of this CT side.
This feels good. You get the rare Deke animation like that.
They're not coming.
You feel destined to take a head off.
Don't need to go any further. OG come out this very well, considering they lost the pistol round all that time ago. And now not only control the economy, but have a lot of guns with a clean force buy or anti-force buy round.
Yeah, that one's going to hurt for Vitality a bit. You know, it's one of those rounds where you're kind of left feeling like it could have been so much more with the nades finding loads of damage. Apex did a great job getting teed up for that to bring players down low. But dupreeh only good for 1.
Well, they've won this round. We have the mini-map. We can see how the gamble has gone wrong for Vitality.
Yeah, they're at least going to get the info ahead of time that B is clear, and so they should start rotating around pretty sharpish as this exec reigns in.
There's even a CT smoke. I mean, there's not a single angle. There's not a fight open. There is a CT
There's
smoke.
like the illusion of a CT
but they won't plant
smoke.
default with this much room, you'd like to think. Flames get spammed a bit. I mean, Vitality are going to go for it. Sure, anything can happen. I shouldn't doubt out Deegs after this kind of game. And Spinx spams out Flames. It's begun.
I thought that was going to be a collateral for a moment there. The nades raining in towards the spawn, trying to force respect out of Vitality, but this one's quickly getting out of hand, getting out of control. Someone's going to be that hero, and niko and Fiku will be those men. They step up with 2 apiece. Magisk suddenly is alone, and they swing him together. OG containing those sorts of rounds where so quickly, you know, you're in the site, you're getting the bomb planted, and then it turns into that 3v5. You blinked and you missed it. But they rise to the occasion. They gather themselves up in the chaos.
The same two that win that second round, Harry, in a very similar position with that flank from dupreeh and ZywOo and Spawn. They swing Palace and default together. They finish the job. It's like repeat, except this one's a 2v5 out of OG. They steal that away. A lot of energy in this camp as well. We know what Dexter can do, not just for the emotions of this team, but even the other game on Mirage yesterday, how dominant he was on that AWP against Cloud9, despite the loss. So let's see if OG have more in store, because Vitality, that was only an eco, and they make it very close. They've got the AWP out, they've got everything they need. But nothing comes for free, not in this game, not right now.
Chance to see these 2 Titan AWP players clash. Top con smoke lobbed in. That's going to give OG the ability to work their way up connector, play behind that if they want.
It's all a fake.
Right now, it's just the illusion of this con control that they're hoping does the number 2 Vitality. It's going to maintain this triple stack over towards A, and a man in the window as well. So right now, Apex is solely responsible for the B hold. Spinx is making his way around. Will get set up in the market in time. ZywOo now attempting to move in as well. The bomb dropped first. That's up in the apartments. That is a big problem for OG. They've got to go on a lengthy journey to go and get that back. ZywOo now moves in with the AWP. Scoped up. He's seeing you cross. Won't nail the shot on the crossing. Instead, looking for it now.
Flames.
Threading the needle is Flames as he just makes it into the site to get this bomb planted. But not so lucky on the 3rd attempt of making it past that ZywOo AWP. And now it is Dexter all alone. Has a man flanking him through the apartment, so he's got to keep his wits about him. dupreeh could have this round in the palm of his hand. No one else even needs to make contact yet. dupreeh can be the man to open up, and he spots Dexter, deals with him cleanly. Right as it dawns on Dexter that that flank could be coming in, it's already too late.
The spidey senses in the back of your head. I'm getting given too much room, and again, it is dupreeh on the backstab, this time finishing the round for Vitality. We noticed this yesterday, or I did at least. It Flames, man. I feel like I'm not seeing it from his POVs, but he's like a spider. He goes flying around, swinging on webs. He has some incredible movement. Sure, he gets caught on that jump from ZywOo, but just the routing there to dodge the AWP, to grab the bomb, to get back under his scope and back on the bomb site. Flames has some really nice, just kind of ludicrous pathing. I don't know, it just stands out to me. We'll see if Vitality can keep him under control. ZywOo did there. And that's a good sign at least. The smoke blooms in the Molotov. Gaps, potentially, but nothing that Vitality are exploiting. They leave dupreeh as an anchor man of B as Apex jump checks. And a standard round where OG will take mid slow.
Yeah, for both these teams, back at the major last year in Rio, they felt like they had a lot more to show, a lot more to say. Yeah. Journey's getting cut short, so for one of these teams, you have that shot, you know, at the redemption arc here. But only one, and you could tell they both really want it. Even the nature of how this game started, the back and forth, 4 spies. Vitality are the ones now trying to string some rounds together. Mid taken, OG have got their foothold here. They're more than happy with it. Smoke at the top of Con draws the attention of Vitality this way, and ZywOo is scoped up on it with the AWP. Hoping for someone to show a bit of leg, but in the meantime,
so
Flames has opened up onto B. That's Apex dead. He's been left solo at this side of the map a handful of times now, but the bomb court crossing. A wide swing from niko, and ZywOo putting on a show. In with a second. This gets awkward now for Dexter. It's a rescue and recovery mission of that bomb, and they're working within some real confines. The timer is not favorable. ZywOo with 3, a hat-trick in this round. And Flames is lost to the hands of time, just saving if they let him. Gets that turnaround under Spinx, but it's all a consolation prize here for OG as they have to write this round off.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't wait long enough to recommit A there, and Flames doesn't have enough, util to sell that kill after he takes down the B player, hoping Vitality panic and start rotating around, especially considering they're solo B. But nice call for Vitality to not move an inch, to not shuffle, and just hold their positions, realizing that is just a lurker. And yeah, OG's walk into their crosshairs on A. Even if you're going to do that, would have liked a few more seconds just to see if Vitality doubt themselves. But they win every single gunfight. ZywOo with another great round on the AWP, 3 kills. And they level it out as Flames is forced to save into a Glock round now. So let's see if he can trade out some teammates. Just going for the entry on his own. niko has flashes. But Apex is playing, you'd like to think, safe enough. Oh, fantastic grenade.
He has been great with the nades in through apartments as Apex. He's already done so much damage in the few rounds that they've looked over towards B on the back of them. Continuing the jump.
It scares you.
It does
Oh, he's jumping out.
Oh, hello. Flames wants to battle to him, but Apex wins that fight.
How?
Flames had an idea. The cogs were whirring. He thought that that was a golden opportunity to find the opener, and in a way, he wasn't wrong.
I love that move.
But Apex able to recover in time. And now that's the gun. To say it's irretrievable is kind of an understatement here. It's lost in the B site. So now it is just 4 Glocks and a dream for OG.
I think it was all a fake as well. If he gets that kill, they weren't behind him ready to flood out. They were going to run under and try and take A as Vitality rotate. But yeah, the kill doesn't come through. That's a really nice idea. But OG now will just get turned into mincemeat. dupreeh catches the first. Good grenade. Great grenade. And Vitality should have no problem dealing with this little flurry of Glocks. 25 seconds. Long ranges for Spinx, easy pickings. And so Vitality take the lead with 5 alive. Can't relax for long though. We have a quick pause for OG to figure it out and get back in. Kakafu behind him as well.
I still can't believe he won that.
He seems so blind, yeah.
I love getting to watch the Vitality util. I feel like every nade that goes out is just destined to do 50 damage to someone. And because of that save, money's kind of weird here for OG. They come through with a buy, but when you look at it, it's got its fair share of limitations. Flames down on a deagle, kind of, clutching at straws in terms of the util that you bring with you into this round. You've got that AWP on Dexter, though. And you're hoping that he can carry some impact with it. Mid-smoke lobbed in immediately. There's the molly out of Vitality. They've been doing this every round to try and offset these smokes over mid. ZywOo with an aggro peek in towards Palace. It's getting crept upon by Fiku.
Does he go through? Oh, he might with all this pressure getting put on. He's crawling through that smoke right now. Flame's going to check the top. dupreeh with a kill. Fiku with a perfect trade. That deagle dies a worthy death as OG have the sight. Spinx turns at the wrong time, and it's all come unraveling for Vitality. OG with these A splits are looking lethal right now. How quick do they get up connector there?
Yeah, it's clear that Vitality have done their homework. They keep leaning heavy over towards A in preparation for some of these, up-tempo rounds that OG like to throw at you on this side of the map. In spite of having a lot of manpower over there, though, it didn't do them any favors here. Lovely work from Fiku out through Palace. Gets that very important trade onto dupreeh and just allows that kind of spillage of OG players to continue.
Go quick again.
Fast down mid once more. Spinx flashed in for a fight. Doesn't want to overstay his welcome, but isn't given a choice in the matter. ZywOo struggling to see over the top of this smoke, and Neofrag has disappeared into the mist over on short.
He's going right after the molly as well. Gets into ladder for free. Even that move to climb up on top of the railings in middle, it's how he avoided the AWP. So I was wondering where the hell this guy's gotten to. But even though Neo frags here, they're not going to go for a B split. They go back to what they know and love. No Fiku for a palace swing. That affords Vitality a little more control. Magisk will take it, getting back into the bomb site. Where will he end up, though? Because with no smoke, under balcony is always a danger. Sandwich, far better option, especially with this ramp hit coming in. Multi-kill potential for Magisk, especially with ZywOo drawing attention. Neofrag going to play late. Doesn't have to worry about that vent right now. He can creep in.
Oh, he's caught ZywOo over at jungle, so Magisk has got to do this alone. Now burning in the molly. They do a great job of just nullifying the angles that Magisk can play, right? Molly under the palace, one into Sandwich. They flush out all these angles, and they make life very easy for themselves, duog. Vitality forced into a save with Apex and dupreeh just stuck in the apartments, having to hold on to these guns.
They really are looking like a legit Mirage team right now. Even Yanko was saying on the desk how the Mirage has been strong, and they continue to show us.
Yeah, one of the things I think that's sick about it is, like, even in the games that OG lose here on this map, they're always super competitive, right? They're always super close, and it's versus, you know, very, very proven teams as well.
Yeah, this year they've only lost to FaZe, Heroic, Cloud9, and a couple of games to NiP as well on this map. So, sure, the NiP ones, not quite as comparable, but others, only top teams. Very good track record for OG. And this is all with a stand-in IGL, if you want to call him that. Standing up to the plate and to the pressure that Vitality are putting on, because Vitality's form right now is maybe the best we've seen. With just a stomp run through the RMR. A guaranteed legend spot. And a favorable history against OG as well. Just not at this tournament. Oopsie daisy. But it's pretty cheap, don't worry. Another hero gun round with 2 saved weapons.
Oh, Spinx spotted, trying to bait them into dupreeh. Both players at short nearly getting caught on each other, but they can nail these shots. Spinx goes 1 for 1 with the P250, and dupreeh able to get out with a second. How many more can he take with him before his time in the sun at B is over? Apex moves around from middle, and these 2 normal B-site defenders are set up with the rifles to hold on. Dexter left in the clutch. He's been locked out of one of these so far by dupreeh, and this is no exception to that rule. dupreeh locks him out again. Have any hope of turning around a 3v1 like that? Gotta say, dupreeh really delivering right now. Set up top of the board. Always exciting times when you get him having a good game.
That looked a bit confusing when they came up cat here.
Yeah, like
Nico,
they weren't ready for him.
They thought he got back or something, but the timing was just so quick on that repeat for OG. There's nowhere dupreeh could have gone, and they just like looked past him really. niko forgets, but dupreeh does not. Oh, he saw something. There's the shot for Dexter. Finding ZywOo walking up middle. Magisk once more. Oh, couldn't pick a side. Was scared of the underpass as well. Mollied out, and Dexter will supply a double. Spinx with his, and this is now down into a 3-on-3 where Vitality lose their info in mid, but they regain it on ramp.
Killing a Fiku's nice. You know that kind of removes a lot of the pressure that could have come in over towards A. That's why you see Apex taking this space now over in Palace, right? Fiku often left to his own devices there. So when you find him in that position and you're hearing all this attention put on mid, you know you've afforded yourself a serious bit of room. Apex is actually taking this space and going all the way through. And with the bomb teetering back through spawn, Dexter he's in a kind of weird spot right now. You know, doesn't want to go back to mid to rotate in with the bomb, but he knows just as easy that Spawn could be harboring some Vitality players here. He's committed to this rotate, but it's going to take a while. He's had to be scoped in the entire time. He is paranoid that someone could be up close, and Vitality even flashed into ramp earlier on to give the illusion that they took it. That's info that OG have, and so he's very cautious on this rotate around.
I love how much noise he's making.
Still just waits, sits patiently before now striking. Only good for one as NeoFrag turns and trades that out. Now the bomb looks to move in, dealing with Apex. Affords you a bit more room, a bit more space. That lurk player that you were worried about has been dealt with, and now the plant comes through. Vitality this round is hinging on the shoulders of dupreeh and Spinx, and they've just spotted a man pushing up through the spawn. They know the whereabouts of both these players now.
Yeah, still going to be very hard for NeoFrag on this low health. Yeah, AU1S will chew through him, but he hits Spinx looking the wrong way, and dupreeh comes late through spawn. Often been the flanker. But OG still seem aware. NeoFrag going to crawl into his crosshair. Easy kill for dupreeh, but that's not enough to tempt him in with low time. Dexter wins the round to the clock. dupreeh might kill him at the end, but even now Dexter's going to hear this drop off and end it for OG. 7-6, and a nice mid round there for OG where they had a lot of room. They could have definitely overcooked that round if they wanted, with NeoFrag having window the whole round and the option to flank B or clear CT or take spawn. He doesn't go for it. The threat of the murder hole remains. And Apex kind of needed more than one on that flank, but NeoFrag puts up a fantastic round as well. 3 for Dexter. Right now this AWP head-to-head is spicy, even if we haven't necessarily had them clash yet. Last couple of rounds of the half here, and Vitality's money bottoming out. They need this one to stay above water, and that's the start.
Yeah, when you see niko making a play like that as well, you're ready for a fast A, right? You're ready for one of these fast con splits. So Vitality know exactly what's coming here, and they are well poised to deal with it.
Where's the util? That's what I'm wondering.
Flames manages to get out through the apartments. That flash from NeoFrag. Oh, Flames! What a way to win the round! My goodness, no one's got moves like this guy. Barrels through the smoke, out of Palace, and look at him go. Rip-roaring, one tap down onto the man in con.
He burns our retinas, Harry. That is despicable.
Wow! What a round! What a play!
This kid's nuts!
I don't know, he sees the rules of Counter-Strike, he sees them for what they are, and he doesn't subscribe to them at all. You know the rounds like that don't come down the pipeline very often.
That might be round of the year. I've never seen anything like it. I am gobsmacked.
That just came out of left field so massively.
It looked dead. It looked done. But it is despicable. How do you shake that off?
Well, with that round, OG have never believed more in a series win in their damn lives. I can assure you of that.
Yeah.
Vitality, they kind of need to try and hold on here, right? This is the time where they can try to level out, right? Your mentality is going to be feeling a little cooked as to how that round went south so quickly. But they can try to regain some control here. It's a big ask when a round like that goes against you to immediately come back in. It's a tall order. OG, they're pumped with adrenaline right now, right? Especially for someone like Flames. If he's left up in the clutch, he's got a lot of adrenaline coursing through his veins. So you can't hope the Dexter can make his life a little easier. One man up on the boost that will go unaccounted for, and now Flames has got to clutch this one out.
Go on.
After a heroic round in the one prior, expecting him to do it again. It is a tall task that's laid out ahead of him. Spotted by the man at the van, but dealing with that first. dupreeh into the crosshair. Right now, Vitality are thinking this can't happen again, and Magisk will come in to save it for his split half. OG narrowly up in the lead, thanks to Flames' heroics.
To be fair, I think that was a smoke thrown down to kind of slow that down, but the timing just wasn't there, so Yuri gets caught. Doesn't matter though, Safe does recover with that kill. So does avenge his teammate. Shiro and Bust Up, who have been playing pretty well here for Cloud9 in this match. See what they can find. Ooh, a head would be delightful. What's going to do is pull out that smoke. Shiro's just waiting. See if anyone peeks in towards top mid. You find one kill, suddenly you've got an avenue onto one of these bomb sites. And it will be the 2-on-2 when they hit in here, so there is a chance for Cloud9.
In goes the smoke as well. What's the response from K-Stratos? Just a flashbang. Oh, and he swings. Shiro will trade, actually. Favors the AK because there's so many numbers of Furia to get by. We'll give him the respect, at least, of the bomb plant. He's fully blind. Comes off of the vision, now wants to reposition. Oh. Just about dodging the AWP shot is Safe.
He doesn't know where they're coming from, but they are all coming from the same direction. No one in Banana. That re-smoke is going to be very useful for him. A flash over to peek on out. Shiro gets an opportunity, but Drop denies it. Looked good for a second, and that flashbang just not blinding as well as he hoped. I think it bloomed a little bit too close to the ground, so both those players able to stand and fight. That allows 8 on the board for Furia.
Yeah, I think it didn't actually catch the second player. I think Art was a little bit blinded by it. So if there was only one player in towards Coffins, that was the way in. A nice attempt from Shiro. With Furia.
I had it. I could just feel it, right? It just felt like a Shiro moment. But I think that's kind of the thing with Cloud9 at the moment. You can't rely on the Shiro moments. Okay, that's a good moment.
Oh, solid utility in response, though. Dropping the incendiaries close to prevent access and then dropping the nade deep onto Nafany. Cloud9 reset, Safe. Don't edge that corner closer. Why Shiro might find you. Instead, he converts onto Nafany.
OG are not messing around. They win out that first half in big thanks to Flames' heroics towards the very end. Damn, Daniel, he lights them up. And there is a fire. Flames lit beneath OG right now as they lead the charge on their map pick and Mirage Vitality. It might have been a close matchup to begin, might have been back and forth to open, but you got to question, where are their heads at after a round like that?
Yeah, Vitality aren't saying OG, they're saying OGs. What are we up against right now? This is unbelievable. And yeah, well, the critique came in before the game. Flames, he was having a rough tournament. He was having some off maps. Well, not like now. Not like that.
Oh!
This game is cursed!
Oh! There's divine intervention smiling down upon OG today. My goodness.
Dexter just put a smiley face in the chat for that one. No reply from Apex. This game is just unbelievable right now. And how do Vitality keep their head on? Keep their head in. Another tap for Fico on the back. And there's more where that came from. They've got to bring Magisk up con. The others have made it just about. Battered, bruised, and beheaded by Fiku.
He still wants more out of this. Spinx with a reply. Has another man trapped in at the catwalk, but that's when Neo Frag takes matters into his own hand. The silencer is off. OG want to be loud right now.
Yeah, loud, proud, and they are making a statement right now, aren't they? Trying to put the fear in Vitality. We don't give a damn. We don't care. ZywOo? ZywOo? Never heard of him, mate. And OG looking for upset of the tournament right now, to not just do it in a BO1, but to do it in a BO3. That would be despicable. It's not like Vitality have come in cold and are playing bad.
No!
The stars are shining. ZywOo's hit some shots. dupreeh's had some banging rounds. That's a good plant, though. This is all Vitality wanted. It's just about stemming the bleeding for OG. Don't let that happen. Don't let this get out of control as they clot it up and complete the close. 10 rounds to OG, but Vitality will have that full buy soon.
Because every time we have eco with Deagles, we go 5 mid usually.
Yeah, none of that funny business from the first half. None of these forced by wars. This one is OG finding those conversions cleanly. For Vitality, it was all with the goal of bringing the guns out here, right? Bomb plant flushes them with cash. They've got all the util they could need. We don't have the AWP for ZywOo, however. 5 rifles. OG on the bonus round here. And with how some of these rounds have gone, to say OG are feeling confident about this is an understatement. That's where Vitality versus the bonus really want to try and pick up some steam early on here. Tucked in at the corner is ZywOo, and he'll go unchecked, but his teammate naded out in top mid. Util raining over. They are trying to bully ZywOo here.
Yeah, he makes it very difficult for them, though. Not just that kill, but somehow escaping with minimal damage and getting out with the bomb to reset back A. A boost is nice, but Fiku is considering this, and he catches them. Apex trades. Massive kill for the captain of Vitality. Is going to keep them in this round.
And it's a moment like this, you normally look to employ a bit of a gamble, right? A bit of a lean, and OG have got too strong over towards B with NeoFrag, at least collecting the info that mid is clear.
Especially seeing Apex disappear under, knowing he hasn't gone con, makes you think this is a B play, and so this is only going to keep the double set up here. They are very much out of position in this round, and Apex's long routing has sold this perfectly for Vitality. They're creeping out A, and it's all on NeoFrag.
Yeah, a lot to do here. Vitality very silent on the approach. They only just start to make their presence known now, and it's with that flash that NeoFrag is nailed back in the spawn. Vitality in the 3v2 in a round where OG shouldn't really attempt the retake, but you want to try and get out with something a little better than these bonus round guns, right? And so they're going to go hunting for those now. I think it's very important for Vitality that this round was found successfully. You know, we would have had this situation where OG are just picking up so much steam and feeling like they've already won the game if this one goes their way, and that's a very scary mindset for your opponent to be in. It's nice that Vitality even able to force a bit more respect out of OG, but that was, as we say, the bonus round attempt. The real battle only just beginning here for Vitality.
Yeah, still favourites, no doubt, for the series, if not the map. But it's OG's pick here, and you can see why. Now Apex getting to command some control on this T side and break OG's money. That would equalize the game almost instantly. So despite these star rounds for OG, got to keep it up, got to be consistent, got to repeat it. Quick boost in the window. But Vitality are heading beam. It just sells mid with some util, with a smoke out. But they're just grouping for this hit right now. It's really all on Fiku. Niku's just getting in position right now. But there's the spot. Fiku with big information as Vitality flood.
Yeah, Apex gets deep in, but won't last long. It's niko rising to the occasion. Dexter now in play from the short side with this AWP. It's all niko. Everyone gets their time in the limelight on OG. 4 in this round. This is a full buy for Vitality that gets repelled by one man. The man at the helm of the OG ship. And there's the ace for niko. Put yourself in that shop window, baby. Look at him go.
I'm buying it. Whatever he's selling, I'm buying it. No discount needed for me. Double the price, triple the price. Man, when you look at this team, when I say, you know, European superstar rosters, you think about G2, your brain goes to FaZe. Did OG ever enter your mind? Maybe they should. When everyone is hitting, this is the team you have right now. And it really doesn't even feel like Vitality are, you know, making mistakes or making silly plays or overplaying their hand. But my God, no one is missing a beat. They want these Rio playoffs right now. And they're going to take them. if Vitality don't stop this from getting out of control. Everyone has had a moment. To think Dexter's the quietest player, unbelievable. But CT Mirage is where his AWP specifically does its best work. He is so comfortable on this map, making aggressive plays, jumping up catwalk, playing back CT safe like ZywOo does. He can do everything. So Vitality haven't even had to deal with that factor. OG are getting rid of this low econ round with ease. Dexter hits a banger. dupreeh's out under. Spinx is low. It's all on the Dane. Dead now, of course, leaves Spinx in a 1v4.
And they're just looking to swing him. I mean, hell, like, you've had so much success in fights, you just want to take as many as you can, and so they're going to do exactly that. Fiku plays his hand on that lower push all the way through the B apartments. Vitality running out of chances to course correct here. This one gets out of hand very, very quickly. And, you know, this was OG coming into this. I think they already had reasons to be hopeful in this matchup. The idea held that to even open the event, they took this team down in that OT affair back on Overpass. That's the third map waiting in the wings if we need it, right? If this one ends up going the distance, but I don't know, I think when you're already riding that high, knowing that you've beat this team before, knowing that you've had what it takes to rise up and best them in the BO1, that was already a good feeling. Then with some of the rounds that have come down the pipeline, the ace from niko, the 4K from Flames, the jumping pistol to open up this half from Dexter, you've had a lot of reasons, you've had a lot of signs from the universe that this is feeling like your game.
Yeah, if anything, it would be a miracle if they lost it, right? Like, it would be a statement for Vitality to win this game despite those rounds.
This is the test of the Vitality mental, right? If they can try pull it back on Mirage, niko,
so
he really wants to fight you every step of the way.
The 5 headshot ace wasn't enough. He's already got 2 more. Oh, that might force Magis out or back. He's got to make up his mind, and either way, that gives the info. Vitality in a 3-on-5, what can you do all this time? And no util to show. A smoke on Molly, a flash. They group back for this A hit. We still have an AWP in the site. It's holding con right now. They've relaxed on the double ramp setup. Nearfrag just throws a smoke off timing at 30 seconds. Not the end of the world. In fact, they're grouping Palace. This could be a save. This could be a save here for Vitality. And I think it is. A round they will not attempt. And around the OG build even more money in.
Dude, I mean, even this is concerning, right? Like, it's a sign of the times. You try your hand at the opening move, it doesn't work. You lose Apex and dupreeh over in mid, and then the round never even gets going. The round never even starts for Vitality. Failure to launch for the Vitality squad, and OG having no such issue in this race to the stars. This gap between them starting to grow, and you were left wondering kind of impact that some of these rounds will have had. Well, I think it's pretty evident right now since getting into this second half. Vitality have managed 1 round so far. Timeout. And a lot of this is going to be spent, you know, talking about, well, what are you going to do in this round? With 3 players having saved, but not money to invest on the others, it kind of leaves you in a weird spot. It's like, if you don't buy here, when are you going to do it? What, when OG are on 15? This is like the best chance that you have. So I think they have to put money in here. And at that point, you're hinging on these saved rifles to do it all. Big question for me, you know, it didn't feel too problematic at the start here, but like, where is ZywOo? That's the guy who we got to have starting to deliver here, right?
That has been a question for this guy, right? Because even though we know how incredibly talented he is, it's in the big games, it's in the stage games, it's in the games that Vitality need to win, where ZywOo has gone a little under the radar, has gone a little cold, and that's why, you know, there have been questions to him being, people saying he's not #1 of the year, because when Vitality need him the most, when elimination's on the line, that's when he disappears. And maybe that's a result of him disappearing, but it can't afford to happen in a matchup like this, where playoffs feel like a necessity for Vitality. OG want to stop them again in their tracks. Big entry from one of the few rifles in this round on Spinx. Flames is trying to fight through this smoke right now.
The way he moves, the way he plays is so unpredictable. You said he's like a spider. I think that's a good stance to take. Dexter, he's more like a rock. Won't let them take CT away as he holds the fort.
They don't have a flash to get ZywOo CT. He's just got to fight this dry. Dexter, AWP v the rifle of ZywOo.
Low on health. Oh, ZywOo, little jiggle play, but Fiku's going to best him, and suddenly OG reinvigorated. The bomb is not even 4 ramps, so you've got to kill them on the cross, Spinx. He delivers, and he will find them both with help from Magisk. That round goes the way of Vitality, and a much-needed one at that. They were coming into this round only with these 3 saved guns and a couple of 4-sport pistols. And if that one didn't go their way, then OG would very much have this game in the palm of their hands. They've given themselves some breathing room now.
Very important round. Like you said, I mean, this would have felt like GG without it. So Vitality stay above water for one more. OG still have a wealth on this CT side from these 5 alive rounds. Oh, they're flashing ramp, are they? Neofrag, no, just dry it. In front of the Molotov as well. He can see dupreeh, and he gets that kill. Saw a shadow as well. Knows there's more in store on Spinx, and that smoke comes at a good timing as the execute reigns over from Vitality. He won't have anything for under balcony. It's now a dangerous position, but Dexter provides cover. Man of the Palace locked out as well. Apex with nothing to do will respond with a kill to Neofrag, but they can't commit. Not with this ramp util still in play. Vitality fear a flank. Nothing of the sorts. OG don't have mid info, and as it goes quiet, Vitality can reset. Even if they recommit into A, they're just hoping that OG spread their forces a little thinner here on the CT side. Start to fear what B has in store, but Fiku calling for an AWP. Dexter will rotate round. 45 seconds, Vitality contact out A.
Spot is in from niko. He knows they're here, but the molly's going to force him to swing, and that's when ZywOo deals with him. Oh, Flames with a reply. Light on his feet here as he ducks out through the connector. Flames always want to keep you guessing as to where he's going to swing from next, but now they've got that info. Missed shot from Dexter's AWP, and a rough time to miss at that. Now the rest of OG start to barrel in. It's just ZywOo left in the clutch. First found, but he can't walk that line. Fiku continue his reign as the clutch king of OG.
He really does do it to just a mad degree, a mad consistency does this young player put up clutches for OG. And up against ZywOo, 1 kill deep into a 1v2. There are easier things done than that. Fiku manages to find it. And despite Vitality's very nice attempt, they were gifted that round after Dexter misses his crucial AWP shot. But Fiku keeps it under the thumb. 14-9 on OG's map pick right now. And Vitality last chance here on this rifle round. Even they have lacking, weaponry. Galil, no helmet, barely enough util. They're just going to keep it standard, try and pop out Palace. Apex has 2 flashes. Neofrag with a smoke, but I don't think they'll be waiting to molly this one. They're going to go quick through this smoke. Neofrag, quick switch, not again! Oh, he just gets it out in time, but I don't like it. dupreeh does. Running wild into this A site with these 2 smokes. They've got room to move. Flames extinguishes that light of dupreeh, and Vitality are all over A. Ooh.
Oh, ZywOo flubs the execution on that one. Fiku deals with him. Magisk is going on this big flank, but it was all like teed up around the idea that he could be here to clutch the round out once that bomb goes down. If that never ends up happening, going to struggle to find a way into this. Flames will get caught. Fiku aggressing up through CT. This is going to give a kill to the Vitality squad and tip the scales in their favor. Dexter had that one miss in the last round. He's trying to make up for it here. The boost over the top is held by niko, and he was ready for that second man under the boost. Now it is just Magisk. Last seen over in mid. It's a fast reposition to keep them guessing, but Dexter 1 step ahead, and OG onto map point after that.
They're just playing fearless, man. Even if it does dig them holes, right? That walk through CT for Fiku, he gets caught. Dexter knows they're in sandwich. He's pushing them with an AWP. OG are playing like they don't care who they're up against right now. And right now, the results are speaking for themselves. 15-9. Vitality have not been in this T side one step of the game.
And you know, here's the thing, like, you touch upon this idea of like Vitality crumbling in these high pressure moments, guys like ZywOo. I mean, dude, like, you can maybe write that off if this was like a, like you said earlier, you know, like a G2, a FaZe, these guys who perform so well in these high pressure spots. But OG, they're a team on the uptick, trying to build, trying to rise. And so this is where, for someone like ZywOo, you're meant to step up and take control of the game. Shut out in this one.
Oh, no.
But caught on the short side, trapped by the molly. Spinx keeps this in the advantage of Vitality.
I think they were blocking each other there as well, and niko and ficuu running into each other. Getting a little too keen to close here, I think.
Oh, hang on. NeoFrag is making a play right now.
He won't hear it, though.
This is the bomb moving into ramp, and Apex hanging around to hold this. How long does he wait? NeoFrag walks into the crosshair, and Apex had a funny feeling about the Palace, keeps it under lock and key, and so for the time being, Vitality stay alive. They came into this round with next to nothing, and they live to see the other side of it, but it's still going to take a lot. Requires them really digging deep here. They need what will be 6 in a row total. 5 more await them if they want to try and pull this one back into OT. And they're up against a fearless OG squad.
Yeah. And this is what I mean when I said sometimes it doesn't do them justice, right? Like the rush into mid there, they get discombobulated, the AWP gets flashed out, can't get a multi-kill. They block each other on short. OG can still look to show off their experience, to show off the stars that we expect. And maybe make this one interesting. Let's see if they've got it in them. A broken bye for OG. If they win this one, gob smack. Quick boost up, denied. Apex is very quick, and they have massive info off the back of it. ficuu with nowhere to go, really, but fight his way out through this. dupreeh will deck him. So, dotting their I's and crossing their T's. Vitality looking to find 11. Flames complicates matters, but they can avoid this AK and go back to B.
Oh, dupreeh with the bomb. Moving around over towards this A site. That's going to leave them walking into the stack. Apex isn't going to continue through the apartments. He's like doting on the idea of, do I try and push for this, or do we just follow through with the A play? Flames is pushing all the way through Palace, and this time without Apex's, foresight here to hold on to it, this is not something the Vitality are prepared for.
Is Flames too late to this, though? Because he can't really assist on A.
Now, but even coming back in a little later in the round, say he were to like recommit back through Palace or look for the ramp lurk, if his teammates can do anything here, if they can hold the line, now that you've seen the bomb, that's all the info you needed. If they can just hit the scales a little bit for this flank, OG are not out of the chance. niko just withstands the spam. Built different. Dead to Apex over the stairs. Flames now arriving. Low on health. Yeah. And he will get locked out by ZywOo.
Sigh of relief there. ZywOo had to hit that trade instantly with how Flames is playing. You can just see his aim right now. He's so much faith in it. And so Vitality, don't let that round get too weird. Nice spam. Forces niko to swing, because even though he hasn't actually been seen and just hasn't confirmed it, there's a chance your teammate hears that, right? You often don't hear when you connect spam damage, but that's because your gun's firing very loud. Anyone else near niko will hear that noise. And at this level, that information is communicated without a doubt. Fast for Apex, but look at what he's running into. 5 players on Cat. And, well, that's a good spot. He'll get a molly. They run all through, and they get the gun as well. dupreeh's gun just ready in time for a kill. They should be able to stop this one. And dupreeh hits some bangers. Easily done off the A4. Put Vitality on 12. And as we said, this 6-round streak in a row, not out of the realms of possibility. Hey, it was the BO1 where OG were in a similar position, and Vitality clawed it back into overtime, albeit losing the game. But still, they made that comeback. We must expect that possibility here as OG try to close.
Gonna leave the vent unbroken, so not much attention over in mid for OG in this round. They're almost hoping that Vitality try to take this window control and get baited into the kind of limited options it will provide, having to drop that sound cue if they want to do anything with the room. Flames flashed out of the connector. Didn't feel pressure, didn't even take a shot on the back of that info flash. He'll reposition and hold on to the window.
Rather, it was OG who pulled the comeback against Vitality from 14-10. And they ended it in OT. Right now, they don't want to go there. So fires off, but he remains in middle.
Here's the thing as well. You said OG are a team that really, aren't afraid to make these plays. They're pretty aggro with how they approach it. And that's the thing. They're kind of prepared to live and die by that sword, right? If you are focused on having these playmakers trying to get involved in very outlandish ways, you know that it's not always going to work, but you're just looking for that one round at this point in time where it does, where someone has that big performance, where Flames does the impossible, where niko offers something up, where Dexter with his big green when he eventually has it gets involved. For now, it's Flames' first point of contact, tucked into the corner, might be blind, but still gets away with it. Dexter chimes in with another, but he's burning alive, and Magis finds it, getting past Flames.
Okay.
Been a bit of a problem, but ZywOo's up to the task. We're into the 2v2 now. Fiku dead on the catwalk, and niko knocked out as well. Vitality are making this comeback happen.
A taste of OG's own medicine. Flames getting very keen there to push ahead of that smoke. Even after surviving, Dexter provides him a bit more life, but you're seeing OG make some outlandish plays here, and Vitality are punishing. They are hitting shots. And still we have OG ecoing for round 30. Overtime is definitely presented here. Vitality want to make it so. They will do so with another A execute. Good recovery from Apex to catch that 5-7, rushing him down. They're going to go through smokes in a round like this. OG have little to lose in trying. Vitality, even though they're fighting every single player here, weapon advantage, the util's coming through, they've got position, and Apex is getting rid of these pistols with ease. Smoke spam on everyone right now will put Vitality on 14, and this is it, folks. This is what we've been waiting for, to see if OG can do right by some of the incredible individual rounds they had in this map so far. But Vitality as a unit, as a roster, have held together strong on this T side with 5 rounds straight.
Yeah, this is where the kind of nature of the game has changed somewhat, right? Earlier on, OG were riding the highs of some of these rounds that they had come down the pipeline. They were feeling, as we said, like the universe was giving them a sign that this was their game. But that has changed over the last 5 rounds. With 5 in a row going the way of Vitality, they're back in the swing of things.
And I feel the fear of that OG Cloud9 game we saw that yesterday, where they had all these advantages. Both games ended in 30 rounds. They had a 5v3 and a 4v3 in the last rounds of both those maps, and they lost them, right? They got ahead of themselves, maybe trying to play too safe. And so does that affect OG here? Are they in their heads? Are they a little bit scared? 2 orbs now in round number 30. Another opportunity to close, but the last 5 they didn't do justice on. Fiku takes his AWP B. A Neofrag, aggressive on ramp with Flames by his side.
Live and die by making the play. OG take away this ramp control very early in the round. Of Vitality, they don't have anyone here to pressure this or to collect that info. ZywOo's holding for a push, but he can't wait in T-spawn forever. That's not what you want from your star AWP player. So he's on a timer here. The rest of Vitality setting up over towards the apartments. Also in top mid, looks like they want to come in for some late mid control. That smoke gets thrown out from ZywOo, and Neofrag has just started to push. Okay. So that's the timer on ZywOo holding spawn running out, right? And now Neofrag has this info. He's collecting all of it as Vitality are grouping to try and come up cat for the B split. OG have got the info. Fiku homed in with this second AWP, only good for the first. And so now niko, the captain, the man who offered up an ace here in rounds gone by, is the only one left standing. Swings out from the back of the site, lots of damage done, but niko only good for 1.
No
Dexter
way.
moves in with the AWP. Second shot sails past, but Dexter delivers. Kagafu's already celebrating. Arms are poised in the air. He can feel this one, and it's OG in the full 30 rounds to pick up Mirage.